There's my 74 Challenger. Then I'm going to put the Raptor Liner in the wheel wells, the front wheel wells, for undercoating. I've got the Raptor Liner black, and I've got the grip number 4 adhesion promoter. So right now we've got the wheel wells kind of cleaned up from the back from the body shop. There was no undercoating in here, so a lot of this is pour 15, and I wanted to put some Raptor Liner on it. So here is the firewall. There was a welded in patch here. Right in here there was a welded in patch, which we didn't worry about how pretty it looks on this side, so that's how it turned out. Pretty nice. Turned out okay. The wheel well, the inner liner is new. Those were welded in at the body shop. And all the black you see here is pour 15. The fenders, when I had them off, they were pour 15 on the back side. So you can see there's some green overspray over the pour 15. So we'll see how the Raptor Liner sticks. I tried sanding everything with 120, but difficult to do from underneath. So I guess I should have thought of this before. I put the car all back together, but just wanted us to look better. Instead of painting it black, I was going to go with the Raptor Liner, so we'll see how the Raptor Liner looks. This is obviously the passenger side, and we'll go over to the driver's side so you can see, so we can see how that side is before. Okay, here's the driver's side. Some of the factory undercoating is still in place, as you can see. This one we did not replace the inner fender, as it was fine, and surprisingly the driver's side firewall was fine. So no, we did not have to. I don't believe we put any patches in on this side. We may have. I can't remember exactly. If it was, it's not a very big one. The only issue that these cars always have is that the hinge up for the hood hinge, this area up in here. So I think we may have had to weld in a small little patch, but we didn't need to replace the whole panel. So this is the factory undercoating, which is kind of what I'm going for the look. The fender, again, this side was taken off when we did the car, and here is the back side of it with the pour 15. We put pour 15 on it on the certain areas. The whole thing, no, because there's undercoating up there at the top. I left that in place, but on the sides and up in the headlight bucket area, that was submerged with pour 15 up in there to stay off any kind of corrosion, rust happening up in there. So this is all pour 15, and scuffed it with the 120, but hard to do. Hard to do. So here's the other side, all the way down to the lower fender there. So this is before spraying, and I'll shoot it again after I have it sprayed with the Raptor Liner, see how it looks. again, here's the Raptor Liner. Comes with the hardener and came with a Schutz spray gun. Looks like a nice kit. About 110 bucks on Amazon. All I'll need to add is my regulator from my other spray gun onto it so I can set the pressure. Doesn't come with a regulator, so you need that. Supposedly you just fill this up the rest of the way with the hardener and shake it and then attach it to the gun and spray it. So we'll see how that works out. Alright, we got coating, first coat down of the Raptor Liner. Looks pretty nice. Has a good texture that I was looking for. So that's the passenger side. Let's take a look at the driver's side. Yeah. Looking pretty good. Much more even texture than what I had before. So, alright, here is the Raptor Liner after 2 to 3 coats. So it came out pretty nice. It has a pretty heavy texture, and the way I was able to achieve that, which was a little surprise to me, was the first coat was freshly mixed up batch, and it was pretty coarse, but not this coarse texture wise. And I took a little break for about 30 minutes, and the mixture inside thickened, and when I sprayed it, it was a little more coarser texture then, which is kind of what I was after anyway. So if anybody wants to get this kind of a texture, that's how I got that. Might be a little too coarse for a bed liner, but for what I was after, seemed like it matched what was there originally pretty good. It's a little bit shiny. I would think that will get dull over time. I'm not sure though. So here is up above. Let's go over to the other side. You can see for some reason some kind of dust got all over the car. I don't know what that is from. Wash the car, I guess. Some kind of dust from everything. Okay, so here's the driver's side. Top of the fender and the inner fender. Looks like it's sticking pretty well. That was sprayed after sanding. I sprayed the grip aerosol can on everything, and looks to be sticking quite well, so I'm pretty happy with it. Everything turned out really nice. If you remember, there was factory texture up above the shock mount, and in comparison the Raptor Liner kind of matched what the factory texture looked like. So looks like it's going to be pretty strong stuff and pretty durable. Got my access panel here. I didn't want the screw heads to get loaded with the stuff, so I taped them off. So quite happy with it. It was 2 bottles of the Raptor Liner out of the 4-bottle kit, so I still have 2 more bottles to go, which I may use at the back end of the car. The overspray wasn't too bad while I was spraying it. Was kind of fumy, so I did have a respirator on and the windows open, but it was real easy to spray, so I was pretty happy with that. That spray gun they supply works pretty good. I tried it at different pressures, but you had to have it at about 40 psi to get anything to really come out, anything decent amount to come out of there. So that's about where I was at with this. So when I sprayed it was at 40, and it gave a nice texture. So again, this is what I put on there first, was the grip, just as a precaution, I guess, because I wasn't able to sand it too well. And then here's the Raptor Liner. Don't know if it's any, I don't have any experience using undercoating in comparison. I guess I have undercoating in the back wheel wells from the body shop, and that looks nice too. So I don't really know which would be the preferred way. Just what I had, this is just what I had done. You can get undercoating, I suppose, too, maybe come and do the same kind of a thing. I just wanted to give that Raptor Liner a try. I sprayed it over the Pour 15, like I said. Seemed to stick pretty good, so happy with the results. Again, there's the wheel well. Sprayed it right over the plastic splash guard. Seemed to stick to it pretty good. And everything's got the same nice colored texture now, so pretty happy.